Tēnā koutou katoa, nau mai, haere mai ki Kīwaha. Welcome everyone to our Kīwaha podcast. I'm Shannon Haunui Thompson, ko Shannon Haunui Thompson aho, and I'm joined with...
Ko ngai nespana, tōko ingoa. We're not necessarily all talking Kīwaha today. Kīwaha, of course, a sort of idiomatic phrase, and we've used those a lot in our series. Kīwaha Kiwi phrases we're looking at, and today we're looking at who's been in the country. Just guess.
We've had a few ariki, or the kāhui ariki from England with us, so, you know, we've been a bit of royalty.
Bit of royal watching.
So royal watching.
We thought we'd bring you some ways to talk about the royals in Te Reo Māori, and I'm going to kick off this with, if you'd seen Meghan's new dress and you wanted to say it was really stylish, I hoa kua kite koe I te kakahau o Meghan, tapatapahi ana.
A tāhua o nā kākahau katoa. She has really impressed me with her clothes. I probably wouldn't buy any of the ones that she's wearing, but she looks very stylish, I think.
Ia e kore ai. Why not? Too expensive?
Te utu. Ai, te utu.
So that one again, basically saying, mate, have you seen Meghan's new dress? Have you seen Meghan's new dress? It's stylish. You'd say, I hoa kua kite koe I te kaka hou o Meghan, tapatapahi ana.
And also, while they were here, they were giving a lot of taonga, a lot of gifts. I was really impressed also that a lot of the stuff was made here in Aotearoa, especially the pounamu, green stone pendant that she wore, which was made by Jason Nathan. And I thought, you know, we've said it before, but it's a quite nice little Kīwaha, ahakoa he iti he pounamu. Despite how small it is, it's of great worth. Ahakoa he iti he pounamu.
And you can use that in a variety of circumstances, can't you? Even from making a small speech or making a small contribution.
I think what was really interesting was how well they were received, you know, how excited people were to see them. Excitement, or the hiamo, you know, tino hiamo te tini ngero. So there were many who gathered, the tini ngero, were excited, hiamo.
I didn't know that word, hiamo.
I think there's quite a few other words. You could also say hikaka, but hiamo is quite a nice one, you know.
Yeah, it's a nice word. If you didn't like the tour and thought it was boring, you could say kia oku nei whakaro te mutunga ke mai o te maro ke, which wouldn't be terribly polite, but a good way to start a sentence, kia oku nei whakaro, in my opinion. You'll find it's quite a nice one to start if you're in a conversation. Te mutunga ke mai o te maro ke, which is pretty much saying it was really dry, really boring. If that was your view. Now, we haven't talked about Harry yet, have we?
No, poor Harry. I mean, he's kind of has kind of been in his wife's shadow a bit. And I think you've got a few words here we could use for Harry.
Piriniha, I think is Prince, isn't it? Piriniha Hare, I think would be Prince Harry.
Yeah, though he has now got that official title, the Duke of Sussex, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. So I thought another good word to know for Duke, Ruki. In Te Ao Māori, there's quite a famous Duke called, his name is Te Ruki Kawati, one of the paramount chiefs of Ngāti Hine, and he was known as the Duke Te Ruki.
Nice. If you're really missing Meghan, I quite like this one. You could say, well, if you've got a friend who's really missing her, you could say, tai hoa aki nei, ka wareware a koe a Meghan. It won't be long before you forget about Meghan.
Well, I'm not too sure because I feel that they were well received here yesterday. The haka pōwhiri e te papai uru marae yesterday was amazing at Rotorua. You really saw there how much they were adored. And a good little phrase or kiwaha you could use for someone that is adored by many, ko te paki a te ao.
I'm just translating that in my head, kind of almost in the literal. It would be kind of almost someone who received the applause of the world. Almost,
totally.
Eh? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Ko te paki a te ao. I really love that
That's
phrase.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll grab that afterwards.
I thought another phrase which we could use for them, we noticed the royals do a lot of travelling. So a good little phrase for a traveller, someone that travels a lot, he waiwai kai kapua.
Oh, so waiwai is legs.
Legs.
So this is kind of someone who moves around a lot almost.
Yeah. And wai kai kapua, I suppose, someone that lives in the clouds. So when I say this phrase, I actually literally see someone jumping on clouds.
Kore no mai anu?
Wai kai kapua.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I'll pinch that one as well. Thanks very much, Shannon, and thanks very much for you listeners to our Kīwaha podcast. You can grab this on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, wherever it is you get your podcasts. They're available on the RNZ app and on radionz.co.nz/series 2. That's us for another week with Kīwaha. Mā te wā.